You and your red button. Are you looking at me? I don't have a red button. Do you have a red button? I don't have a red button.
I have a pink one, a brown one.
This is gonna be a quick one. Quick. This is your theme song. Theme song.
Hey everybody, welcome to our little thing. When wife gives you lemons. It will be a short one. We have been so busy the last couple weeks. It feels like we've just been on. Joy's been super busy on the go. I've been lazy, but I've been busy lazy. I had a lot of racing. I had a lot of big races that went down for a few weeks, and then, just life has been going. So our game here hasn't been as tight as it usually is.
We'll get better.
We'll get back with us. Thanks for hanging with us. It will be a quickie. Let's run.
Let's go.
I have no notes.
Whoa!
That's how quick this one is. Shocker.
Stunner.
I got nothing.
I got some. So, we'll just start off with, actually, we'll start off with this one. So I'm trying to get stuff ready for the signing, and I wanted to get alcohol, but Bevmo wasn't open at the time because I fucking go early. I'm an early person now. I never thought I was going to be an early person. It's weird.
It's awesome.
It's weird.
I love early.
So I went to Vaughn's because Vaughn's is by Med Spa, and they always have like the little bottles for cheap. And they did. I got a little thing of Jaeger and I got a little thing of Fireball.
Okay.
But I had my sunglasses on, and I fucking walk up to the cashier, and she goes, "Are you 21? And I go, "Yes." And she goes, "Well, I can't tell." She goes, "Can I see your ID? I can't tell when you have your glasses on." I fucking lifted my sunglasses up, and she goes, "Oh, never mind, you're good." And I was all...
Ouch. She's all, "I thought you were young until you pulled your eyes up. You're old."
I was all...
That hurts.
It hurt so bad. I almost wanted to be like...
It's like the one time the lady asked me for my ID, and I was all excited. I was like, "Hell yeah." And she's all, "I have to." And I was like, damn. Because I was all pumped. I was like, "Hey, I've been carded in like 10 years. This is kind of cool, right? I still look young. Look at me. I'm a whippersnapper."
Same. I was like, fuck
I'm
yeah.
a whipper... Oh, thank you.
Just because I used the word whippersnapper.
Did I say britches?
It hurt. And then, okay. So these suckers.
I've been feeling that oldness lately a lot.
I haven't. I refuse. Okay, these suckers, they only come out on Halloween. And they're caramel apple suckers. And they're one of my favorite.
Wrapped my wiener.
But I told the story before. I'll tell it really quick. In high school, I loved these things. I was in AP English, and he wouldn't let us bring candy in. So I got the genius idea to mold it to the top of my mouth and like wiggle the stick and so I was just sucking on candy the whole time. And then he asked me a question, and I opened my mouth, and a glop of saliva just blew out of my mouth, and it was so embarrassing.
Confession. That's one of those.
It was so embarrassing. Well, I think I was sucking on one the other day, and Brodie was right here, and he asked me a question, and I opened my mouth, and I drooled all over his arm. It was so much drool, and I was all... Oh.
He's like, "Mom, what is wrong with you?"
I was all, "Oh, these suckers are bad."
That's
So,
hilarious.
yeah, and then, okay. Also, like, I've been having a crazy couple weeks, and I'm getting super stressed, so I'm not the nicest person to be around right now. And I kept fucking with John, and I was like, "Why is there no birthday cake in the house? What the fuck? And for like days, and he was like, "I'm gonna go get you a birthday cake," and I'm like, "No, it's fine, it's 8:00 at night, blah, 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 blah."
But the reality is, had I gone, she would have been fine with it.
So...
And then she would have acted like she was mad at me as she cut a piece of cake. She was, "I'm so mad at you, I'm going to eat this cake."
So Friday, I get home super late, and I'm exhausted, and I just go straight to the bed because the religious girlfriend's there, and we gave them the living room, whatever. So I'm in the bed, and Brodie comes in and he goes, Mom, when's Dad's birthday? I go, Cinco de Mayo. And he's all, oh, what does that mean? And I was like, oh my God, you're so white. How do I have a white kid? Like, I grew up Hispanic. Like, I
think I heard him telling you the other day when I walked in, and he's like wrestling and talking to somebody. What the fuck is happening in there? And I walk in there, and he was wrestling with a corn bag or something, and I go, hey, buddy. He goes, hey. Like, he got caught, like, he was just playing, like, just being a kid, just playing, and he got caught being a little kid. And I was cracking up, and he was like, what's up in a corn bag? I was cracking up. I was like, oh, you're dumb.
You're still little. You're little baby.
He's a little dumb baby.
So,
I'm just kidding, he's not.
He comes in, and he's like, I told him it's Cinco de Mayo, and he's all, why is there a fucking birthday cake in the garage refrigerator? And I fucking lost it. I laughed so hard. And he didn't give me just a little cake like I wanted. John bought a sheet.
It was a quarter sheet, thanks.
It was huge.
Quarter sheet, it was on sale.
And it didn't have happy birthday on it. So, John, you know those candy
got goddamn
letters?
happy birthday fucking things, and I put them on there myself. It's a happy. She goes, Jesus, somebody did a really shitty job on that. I go, no fucking shit.
I didn't say that.
You thought it.
No, I ate that fucking thing. That cake was gone in 2 days, by the way. So whoever's birthday it was, fucking happy birthday, dude. Let's see. Oh, we went to Sam's Club and we were out of cookies for the dogs, milk bones. So I bought a box, and we haven't had cookies in a couple weeks now, so I was like, you guys cookies? And they were all, yeah, cookies! And then I opened the box, and I gave them some cookies, and then I left, and they were on the ground, and you hear Brodie go, Gilly Jean! Gilly was just munching in the box of cookies. Her tail, Brodie said her tail was wagging so fast it was uncurling and curling.
Like, they left the box. Left the box. It's open, guys. It's open.
So
every cookie.
She gets in
Eat
trouble.
till you get sick.
She gets in trouble and goes and lays down. And then I'm in the living room and I hear, and I walk in and fucking Farley's in the box. Like, oh, cookie box.
Farley, the old man.
So that was
He acts
funny.
so much older sometimes. Like, he's fine, and then he'll be like, oh, I'm so old, I can't even do this. Can you help me? And you're like, dude, you just jumped up there like an hour ago. Yeah, but I'm only allowed 2 jumps a day.
Okay, so I wrote this note like 4 days before yesterday. So the cops have been out, the CHP has been out stinging people for not stopping.
In our little neighborhood,
Yes.
which is tiny.
Yes.
And Tyler got nailed about a month ago.
Yes. So I was driving and there was this little Hispanic guy waving at people, yelling cops like a block before the stop.
That guy's dumb.
I was like, that guy's a fucking hero. Like, fucking fuck
like
that.
me flashing my lights?
Yes, which I do too. But anyways, I was like, fucking you are a rock star. So then yesterday, taking Caleb to school, and I drive, and I stop at the stop sign, and had a conversation with Caleb. This is what kills me. While stopped.
Fight his ass. Take it to court.
So,
Fuck this guy.
So I stop, and Caleb goes, Mom, I have 9 minutes. Please. Okay, so there's the bus stop. There is a convenience store right across the street from it, basically. And Caleb's like, Mom, I have 9 minutes before the bus leaves. Will you please get me coffee? And I'm like, Caleb, I don't think you have time. I don't want you to miss. I don't want to have to chase the bus. And he's like, Mom, I promise I'll be fast. So I go, and then this cop turns his lights on. And I go, am I getting pulled over? Like, almost like I was like, oh, fuck, I got to get out of the way. Like,
right. You sat there and stopped at the stop sign.
And had a full-on conversation with my son.
While stopped.
Yes. So then I go, am I getting a ticket right now? And Caleb goes, Mom, no, you stopped. So I pull over, and I have a theory. Tall cops are cooler than short cops. Short cops have something to prove.
Well, yeah, they're little fucking bitches.
So when I like cops. Like, I massage a lot of cops. I
the
don't
ones with
massage
the little attitudes?
No. I don't massage CHP. And he was a CHP. So anyways, he gets out and he's like 6'5" or 5'4", and I'm all, fuck me. Like, I knew as soon as he got out of the car and he barely cleared my window.
Well, that's the problem. He couldn't see over the dashboard, so he didn't see that you friggin' stopped.
So he comes over.
Fuck him.
And he goes.
I'd have filed a complaint.
He goes, do you know why I pulled you over? And I go.
For stopping?
I go, no. And he goes, you didn't stop at the stop sign. And Caleb and I both opened our mouth and went, and then I closed my mouth. And Caleb told me this morning, he goes, Mom, I was waiting. He goes, I was following your lead, and when you closed your mouth, I was pissed. And I'm like, whoa. And
I would have told him I stopped. I stopped. No, you didn't. Yes, I did.
So
see you in court.
So I was like, okay. And then he goes, can I see your driver's license, your insurance card, your registration, your blood?
Which you don't know where any of it is, of course.
So I go behind me and I grab my backpack. My purse isn't in my backpack because I went shopping the day before and I didn't carry my backpack. I just carried my fanny pack. So I look at him and I go, I don't have my purse. I go, I don't actually. So now I'm panicking because I don't know where my purse is. So he's talking to me and I go, hold on. Like when I get overstimulated and I go, hold on. I go, I need to remember. I was like, where was the last time I'm in my head, like, going, where did I use my purse last? Like, fuck, I hope it's home. And then he's like, well, what's your name? And I go, Joy. And he goes, do you have a middle name? I was like, no, my parents are Neanderthals. Like, fucking yes, I have a middle fucking name. So then I give him all that stuff, and he goes, do you have your insurance card? And I go, in my purse. And I go, oh, wait, I can pull it up online.
No signal.
There's no signal in Val Verde. So he goes into his car, and he's in his car forever. And I'm looking, and the bus driver and I know each other. I drop my kid off every fucking morning. So I look at the bus driver, and I go, okay, this is my bad. And I'm claiming this part because I have never been pulled over, really. I don't remember procedures. I don't know procedures. All I thought is, my kid needs to get on the bus. So I'm like, Caleb. And this is bad mom. I did not even think about it. I go, Caleb, you got to get out. You got to go get on the bus.
Well, we live in a little town. You can freaking walk across the street. You can walk down the street in the middle and probably not get hit.
I walk every morning at 5:15 in the dark, and people wave at me on their way to work. Like, this is like our community. So Caleb gets out, and I'll tell you what Caleb said later, but Caleb gets out, and that fucking CHP gets out of his car and runs to my window. And he goes, you need to know the next time this happens, you cannot let somebody get out of the car and race off. Our 17-year-old hasn't ran and raced off in probably 12 years. I don't think I've seen Caleb hustle since he was 5.
Right.
And I'm all, okay. And he goes, you got to think of it from my perspective. What would you think if somebody got out of the car? And I go, this is where I was a little bit of an asshole. I go, well, I would have assessed the situation, realized that this is a mom I pulled over who's trying to get her kid to school, and I would think that she just told her kid to go get on the bus. It's like that, assessing the situation. And he goes, well, for next time. And I go, I don't plan on getting pulled over again. I'm the rule follower.
I shouldn't have got pulled over this time.
I'm like, I'm the rule follower. So then he's like, just, think of it on our end. And I was like, okay, whatever. And I'm like,
fuck
dude.
You. See you in court.
I'm like, I know cops. I'm friends with cops. So whatever. So then, and I know I'm going to laugh about this later, but I'm not there yet. This old lady in a shitty white Toyota Corolla drives by, slowly rolls down her window, points at me, and laughs. And I was like, that's unnecessary.
Right. See,
because
I want to key her car.
No.
I hope she crashes into a deer.
Know.
I hope she totals her car and has a head injury.
No.
Yeah.
No,
fuck her.
But
fuck Fuck her. She's a piece of shit.
No, but my whole
She's
thing
a piece of
is
shit. She
okay.
should die.
John, stop.
Why?
Stop.
She's a horrible human. Get
no,
out of here.
who knows?
She's not
maybe
a good person.
Maybe I cut
if
her off.
If she did that, she has no business. She's
maybe I
horrible.
cut
Get
her
out.
off. So anyway,
Time to start taking people out.
So anyway, the first my first,
You're not nice
I
to
go, I was like, so she does that, and I go,
Yes,
I'm all, that was unnecessary. Like, this whole thing is fucking insane. So then I'm like, fuck. And I go, and in my head I'm thinking, every time I see somebody get pulled over, I'm like, oh, dude, that fucking sucks. Like, I sometimes say it out loud, like, oh, dude, like, fuck, you got caught. Like, I feel bad for people, because it fucking sucks, because it's just a ton of money that you don't expect to pay.
Right.
So then I go, hey, because he yelled at me for letting Caleb out of the car, and I was like, hey, I go, can I go get out of my car and look in the back of my car? Because, I was putting a bunch of groceries and stuff back there. I was like, maybe my purse is back there. And he goes, not until we're done. And I sat there and I go, are we done? And he goes, yes. I was like, what the fuck?
May I leave the table, sir?
It's like,
God, I hate. It's like that cop that had pulled me out of the car that one time and then told me, why are you being resistant? I said, I'm not being resistant. So, well, you're being a jerk. I go, because you guys are fucking with me for no reason. I didn't do anything. And he goes, it's because I own you.
ew.
He got in my ear and told me.
Ew.
He goes, because I fucking own you.
Ew, that's
And you know what the best part was? They had nothing on me and had to let me go.
Well, I got a ticket. Well, I was like, man.
Well, but I was a smart ass.
Yeah.
Because when I got pulled over, I was doing like 40 in it. 25, but it was 40 when no children are present.
Uh-huh.
And so when I pulled over and he goes, hey, where's the fire? I go, what are you talking about? He goes, dude, you were hauling ass back there. I go, I was doing 40. He goes, speed limit's 25. I go, it's actually 40. We can go low. He goes, get out of the car. Fuck you. I was right, and I fucking showed him up. Fuck that piece
Well,
of
that's
shit.
like when I told him, he's like,
Didn't I arrest you once? Yeah, from my ex-wife, probably. When she got me arrested, you're probably right.
But when he's all, you got to think about it from my perspective, and I was like, well, if you would assess the situation, you would notice I'm a mom.
You should have said, you're single, aren't you?
You can get inserts. You can be taller. It's okay. So Joey got a ticket, and it stinks, but whatever. It happened.
And the lady who laughed, I hope she gets a ticket.
No, well, I do hope she gets a ticket.
I hope she has.
And then I have my new car, my new little RAV, does not have the best gas mileage. I'm just letting you guys know. The RAVs and the Honda Pilots, their gas mileage is not good. Whatever. It's cute. I like my car. But I had to get gas a lot. And when was it? Last week, I went to the gas station and had 1 mile left on my fucking car. I'm not that person.
That's a scary gamble. Sometimes it's fun.
I'm not that person. That's you. I've seen you do that. That's not me.
I got in the car one time with Brodie and we were going to Bakersfield and we had 45 miles when I left the house. And I go, I think we can make it, man. And we went over the grapevine and I made it all the way over and got to the bottom and got gas in it.
I had to go to the crazy, creepy gas station because it's the closest one. And I was like, oh my God.
It's the gas station that there are no attendants.
No, and it's so confusing.
Dim lighting. You go and you punch a kiosk and punch everything, and then you go back to your thing and have to press start, put it in your thing, and then put it in your hole, and then punch it, and then
you have to put your zip code in. I forgot to put my zip code in. I was like, why? And in the car in front of me, it was a gray RAV. He had 1 mile.
He's like,
his car.
I can't do it either, man. Yours too.
I go. He's like, I'm gonna try and hurry, and I go, I've got 1 mile. He's like, dude, me too. And then he's all, we made it. And then when he left, he gave me a thumbs up, and I was all,
he's all, great job, you made it.
I'm like, okay, fucking RAV owners, we're cool. You know, like Jeep people wave at each other.
I'm in a RAV group.
Yeah, you know how Jeep people wave at each other. Like RAV people, we just give each other.
I'm not in an Accord group. I don't like the Accord driver. Fuck Accord drivers.
And then I'll do indie author drama next week.
Yeah, we're gonna have all sorts of fun next week because when we get back next week, we'll have post Sex Fest 2023.
Everything's fucking charged and ready to go.
including my wiener. I even got some hymns going. We're ready. We're rocking
Fucking-
this thing.
So,
I don't have any.
my friend Terry, she's an author, Terry K. You should check out her books. She texted me the other day and she's like, hey, do you have a hotel room for Saturday night? And I go, I do. And she's like, can Kevin and I get ready in your guys' room? We don't want to get a hotel room because I'm going to Boston next week and we wanted to save money. And I'm all, sure. And I go, I'll just hide the sex toys. And she's like, we'd appreciate it. I was like, damn it, okay.
Didn't you have somebody coming over Saturday into our room?
Well, no. And then she wrote me this morning and she goes, I found a super cheap hotel room on hotels.com. And I was like, oh, thank God. And I go, cool. I don't have to hide my sex toys. I'm like, fucking whoop whoop. And then, yeah, there is.
We never found out the one, like, when we went to San Diego and there was a fucking, a wand laying out in the fucking parking lot. Somebody had dropped their wand and it was like, somebody was up there going.
Oh, I'd be devastated if we lost Ollivander.
Well, this is Ollivander's clone.
I know,
Ollivander's clone's clone.
And then, yeah, there is indie author drama.
Yeah,
but I'll talk about it later.
Yeah, because we'll
then,
have updates.
So all I have is, the other day, John comes in and he sits down and I go, what are you eating? Because he had a tortilla, but it was full. And he goes, a Cheeto burrito? I don't know why.
You're laughing at my Cheeto burrito?
It made me laugh. It made me laugh so hard. I wrote Cheeto burrito down because it was so stupid. I was like, you're a grown-ass man and you're eating a Cheeto burrito.
I wanted a snack.
You got one.
Whatever, fucking caramel apple face.
It's delish.
Let's get the fuck out of
It's
here.
delish. Okay.
We'll see you guys next week.
Lit surprise.
We'll have a better one next week because we'll have so much more drama to talk about.
Bye.
Good day. Like, click, like, subscribe.